All right, so I'm just gonna wait for a couple more people to get on. I'll eventually explain why I haven't really been uploading a whole lot since I've been getting a few questions, and then we can start working on this. Quick explanation about what this is. This is an old painting of mine that I honestly not a fan of. So what I'm gonna try to do this live feed is try to fix it, make it more colorful. Right now, all I have is just a black and white giraffe, no background. It doesn't even have spots yet. Hopefully, I will fix it today. Hello, Taryn. Hello, Mom, and hello, Matthew. All right, it's nice to see everyone on here. I'm just going to pull the camera forward a bit more so you guys don't have to look at my face for too long. Uh, there, that feels like it's a good height. So what I plan on doing, hold on, I'll put the camera back. Its movement was unnecessary right now. Is I have an assortment of blues and blacks paint, like right here. Also, really quick explanation why I didn't eventually do that live feed that I said I was going to do. I cut my finger with a knife trying to clean this. It's still dirty, but I did give myself a pretty nasty scar. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. It is not bad. I had stitches. They're gone now, so uh, not too much of a problem with bending it. But when I had them, I was like, I don't want to do it. So I didn't. All right. So I'm gonna put, I say so a lot. I'm gonna put the camera maybe a little bit back, like so. Oh, I also have a couple paint markers with me because I suck at doing fine lines with the paintbrush. So yeah, I guess I'll start. I guess I'll have to get a little bit of white, and I did bring, the infamous can of roofing or what is it like wall paint. Not really infamous, but the most unnecessary thing. And what I'm gonna do is get a bit of blue and start filling in his, oh, excuse me, face area. Let's see. Hi, Stephen and Melissa and Matthew. Hello. Let's see. Oh, for some reason I can't read your guys' names. There's a little icon in the way of it. I think it's trying to get me to change the filter again. This is the second time this has happened. Oh, there we go. It finally went away. All right, let's see. Hello, Stephen. Giraffes are one of my favorite animals. This is going to be so cool. Well, I hope so. This is what we have so far. I think I can make it pretty cool. You can see I definitely did not finish this. I kind of gave up on it, so I am gonna finish it today. I did a bit of work on it actually a bit this morning before I decided I was gonna make this a live feed around here just to get rid of where his nose was. Hold on. So you can kind of see everywhere there's paint here, that's where the nose or the snout bit was. It hung out way too far. So I guess I'll have to fix that first because you can still actually see where the paintbrush strokes are. Also, I'm glad everyone who bought a painting at my auction. Oops. I'm glad everyone who bought a painting at my auction is starting to receive them. People are hopefully happy with them. I did get a comment. One person said there's fingerprints on it. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not like oops. It's not like I ever get fingerprints all over my paintings. Like, focus. It's bad, I promise. It looks like a perfectly white canvas. I promise it's not. I was trying to be sarcastic. There goes that. Yeah, what are you complaining about? You can like get into my phone now. Isn't that something cool? Steal my identity. Don't actually do that. I will not be happy. Yeah. I guess I should probably work on that, huh? Let's see. I guess that's a way to know if it's an original though. If it's covered with gross little inky fingerprints, mostly on the sides apparently. So I guess I'll fix that. And actually I'll fix it for this one as well. I think it's because I've just been moving my paintings around after I was done, and I must have gotten some kind of charcoal on there. All right, so right now I'm mixing white and blue together on my weird palette. I'm gonna push this back a bit, like so. I have my camera in the weirdest position right now. I thought it was a good place for it. It was not. I was wrong. So, yeah, that's definitely an awkward spot for it. That's so annoying. I don't know if this ever happens to you guys, but like out the side of my paint tube, it's leaking. Like I must have bent it or something. But all of my metal paint tubes are getting punctured. Maybe like is that normal? Do I just have like really uncareful ways of managing or taking care of my paints? Maybe. My goodness, so much talent. Well, I appreciate that a lot. It's not even done. Well, let's see if I wreck it. Hmm. I have my paint cloth out of the scene because it's an old sock, and I figure I probably shouldn't be drying my hands with an old sock on a live feed because that would seem gross. All right, let's see. Uh, let's see. Bending them too much? Yeah, that would make sense, but this one doesn't look bent at all. Like it's not bent. It looks like it might have gotten punctured by another one of them. They have sharp corners. Hmm. I was so confused what that meant at first. My tiny little my tiny little squirrel brain didn't know how to process what that meant. All right, so I guess I'll start with the highlights, even though I don't know. Oh, geez, I missed a pretty big super chat here. I'm gonna move this away from my face so I don't look like a goof. You have tremendous talent. Stay kind. Thank you very much. That means a lot. That actually does help quite a bit. If you guys, I don't mean to be like one to complain. If you guys probably have noticed in my past videos, for some reason my phone is progressively getting a little bit blurrier and blurrier each video, and I think there's something wrong with my camera. So that is actually going towards the fund of helping me get a new one so I can make better videos. And that I guess that's an interesting way for me to segue into my reason for not actually making regular videos. I tried to, but for some reason the quality is just really bad. So I'm saving for a good camera, but in the meantime, I think I'm gonna have to use my mom's vlogging camera if she's okay with that. And then I can start making regular videos again. I don't know how to do that though. I am currently right now I am currently quarantined at my house because someone came or to class and then they confirmed to be sick, so not great, but that does give me more time for me to actually focus on my art, which is good. That also means I might be able to make more videos for you guys. Hopefully, I say that. You guys see my amount of videos that I make. I'm gonna put this a bit closer, like here. That feels like a good spot. Then I can try to move this light over and hope it doesn't tip over like it always does, especially in the middle of the night. By the way, if anyone is like used to, well, I don't know, this is a weird example, but anything with a cord in my basement is something I'm gonna trip on. I don't know if that's with anyone else, but like in the middle of the night when I get up to use a washroom, I'll like trip and fall face first on the cold linoleum, or what is this? Linoleum floor? Not really linoleum. I think I said that wrong. It's been a while since I had an audience while I painted. All of my thoughts are kind of falling out of my mouth, if you will. Let's hope it doesn't get too maddening, but I can't promise anything. That rhymed. All right, so actually, I quite like this brush when I do fur now because paint actually dried in it, so the bristles are kind of hard and far apart, so I don't have to make a bunch of little lines. It makes them for me. Kind of like the boar bristle brush does because they're both rough. They work pretty well with fur. I do have the famous round boar bristle brush with me, but I don't have it. Like okay, I lied. It's not with me. It's near me. I'm gonna get it when I work on the more fine details. But as of right now, I'm not gonna use it. I always figured these were good brushes for doing like trees and stuff. I always use these for like doing organic drawings. I guess this is technically an organic. I mean like plants and stuff. These are really good for doing plants. Um, I never really thought they'd be good for hair for some reason, even though they're like literally perfect for hair. How did I not think it would be? I don't know. I must be tired all the time. Hmm. All right, so just adding or layering these different colors on, not doing a whole lot, just trying to get rid of the super monotone look it has. Maybe add a bit of depth because like it's all the same two colors throughout the whole thing. So I feel like, what does that look like for you guys? Yeah, this is gonna turn out good. I have been doing a lot of drawings on this game online where you can draw with other people. I met someone actually, not sure if they're watching the live feed, but I tricked them into subscribing. But if you are, hello, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what what I was planning on saying. Well, if you will, or if you are, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I managed to meet a couple of artists on that game, and they all have, or they all are really talented. So it's actually kind of nice to be able to talk to other artists, and you can draw with them online, which is something I have not been able to do, I think, ever. I've never been able to sit down, besides like in school, with a bunch of different artists and draw with them. So it's really cool. I recommend it. If you, oh, I'll have to post the link to the game. I don't remember what it's called. You don't have to pay for it or anything. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. Let's see. It looks like I'm I'm getting a lot done. That's because, well, I did that on purpose. That's because I already had it technically done. Right now, all I'm doing is trying to fix it. Oh, we already got what does that say? 60 people on. Cool. That's a lot faster than usual. I must have been starving you guys from my beauty, from my charm. You guys just miss me so much. I'm just kidding. I have been. I think the last live feed I was on was my dad's. I have been getting out and driving with my dad a lot more in my new car that you guys helped me buy. So I've been getting out and going on little drives around our neighborhood, and eventually I will be driving to school. I guess I'll have to do a live feed of my own where where I'm like being a menace to society, being a menace on the road. I drive as careful as I can. I try to be a good driver. I haven't crashed yet, so that's pretty good. That's an achievement for me. Ah, I keep grabbing it. I grabbed the tube again. Paint all over my hands. Let's see. You didn't feel nervous? Well, I couldn't tell. I thought you I I took my mom for a drive when I first got the car, and she didn't say anything. So at first I thought she was like just really nervous but not saying anything so I didn't get stressed out. I thought she was like silently judging my driving, but I guess not. Yeah, well, I felt nervous, but I think I'm getting better. I don't know if this is with anyone else, but I feel like I'm more nervous driving with someone than I would be without. My reason being, my dad's like a really good driver, so when he was driving with me, I was kind of nervous to screw up, even though he wouldn't care. I just would. I didn't screw up though, not yet. I guess we'll have to change that. I should probably keep a cup of water with me. Let's see. I know you're kidding, but we really do miss your channel when you don't post. Oh, You're a very loved YouTuber. Thank you very much. I do miss you guys too. I'm sorry. It's hard for me. I actually think about posting all the time. I do have a bit of well, this is a pretty bad excuse, but well, I guess it's not that bad of an excuse, but I am focusing a lot on school now. So I have most of my attention focused on my grades. I guess that's maybe that's not such a bad excuse, but when school is over, which is what, like in 2 weeks, I'll be posting like crazy, I promise. I'll be on summer vacation and I will make mediocre YouTube videos. No, I'm just kidding. I'll make more posts for you guys. Hopefully I can make like a full video, like a whole 10 minute, like the 10-minute videos with the music where I just paint really fast and then it's over and I do a little reveal at the end. I like doing those. I like picking out music. That's a bit of a problem with actually Apple Music, or well, I guess that kind of is right. That's a problem with the Apple program that I use to edit my videos. You don't get to just choose whatever music you want. You can only choose the specific music that they let you, which is a little annoying because none of it is that good. Well, I mean, some of it's good, of course, but I mean, like, none of it fits my videos. It fits my dad's videos. He's got like the cool bluegrass theme. Well, excuse me, bluegrass theme music. I do not. I try to look for like calm, like piano with a beat behind it. I can't really find it though. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to let me know because I can't find any royalty-free music that has like a how do I what is it called? I'm trying to think of the genre while I was talking at the same time because apparently I can't stick to one subject in my head. Um, Lo-fi. It's like lo-fi hip hop kind of. Very calm, kind of like jazzy. I want to play that kind of music, but I can't seem to find a lot of it. It's all copyrighted, unfortunately. I did find one. It's called Ice Tea. It's pretty good, but and then Apple Music doesn't let me use it anyway, even though it's literally on their program. Ah, whatever. I'll make it work. I actually hold on. I need to recollect my thoughts. What was I gonna say? Okay. I actually developed my drawing a bit while I was gone, well, quite a bit while I was gone, regarding digital art. A couple months ago, I had a subscriber message me that he was willing to make a trade for one of my art pieces. I believe it was the elephant, and he traded me for a brand new Wacom, I think that's how you pronounce it, drawing pad, which was more than a fair trade. But I never really got to using it until recently, since I was online school and I have a problem with drawing. Yeah, I just maybe that explains my grades. No, I'm trying to say this without getting in trouble. I got good at drawing because I drew during class. There's no good way for me to say it. I drew during class, but I got good at drawing doing it. So yeah, I noticed in my old videos, a bit of a self-criticism here, that what I did is I overfilled the drawing with way too much color, which isn't bad, but it kind of takes away from all the depth. So what I'm trying to do now is just do it very slowly. And what I'm going to do next is add a bunch of highlights on top, which is something I usually don't do unless I do it like overkill. So hopefully I'll get a much more realistic drawing. I think I just started learning how to do that when I did that black and white bear. Do you guys remember the black and white bear that I showed you? It had a red background and it had a I think it was an Inuit inspired pattern that worked its way into the bottom of it. Let's see. What am I missing? I'm gonna read your guys' comments really quick. My hair is weird today. All right. I am All right. My mother never had a driver's license and always said she was never nervous as a passenger. Maybe that's a secret. I mean, I guess it's different being a passenger because you don't know what's going on in the driver's head. Like, my mom was like super. super calm when I was in the car, but in my head I was like, I don't know, maybe just I won't scream. Just imagine that I was screaming. To emphasize my point, I scream. Except I don't because I don't want to be loud. All right, now what am I going to add? Maybe a bit of a different color of blue. Oh, thank you very much, Jim Jackson. Love your car, Steven. Now that you. All right, let's see. Now all of that you need is a valid license and a trusting mama and dad. Well, I already have one of those. Well, technically it's a learner's permit. No, I'm kidding. My mom and dad trust me a lot. Um, but I do actually need to get my license. Right now I have a learner's permit because I thought I was on probation. I was not. And I guess I kind of procrastinated, but I do really want to drive to school. I know exactly where it is. Well, that's a lie. My mom asked me to direct me where the school was, and I turned her down like the complete wrong road, like it wasn't even close to where I was supposed to go, but I'm figuring it out, and I probably won't immediately get lost. Well, I'll try not to. I'll try to not get immediately lost, but there's no promises. I think it'll be really cool. And it'll give me more of an option when it comes to actually getting new art supplies. I won't have to wait till my parents are able to drive me. I'll just drive myself, which is cool. I'm just adding some highlights on his schnoz, on his little nose. What is it called? Snout. I keep forgetting. On his snout here. This is actually I drew this after. I don't know why I laughed at that. I guess I laugh when I'm thinking. I drew this after I did this digitally. I might post it later today. I did a digital version of this on the game, and everyone thought it was really good. So I thought I'd do it on a canvas, but it was not ideal. So, oops, I need to make it patchier. They got little squares on his face. There. I did make it a lot lighter on the sides, lighter than I was originally anticipating it to be, but I think I can work that into it. I think I can make it cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like I was saying while I do this, I am in fact quarantined, so I have to, distance a bit in my house, which is a little weird because usually I just wear a mask all day in school and I take it off, but now I have to keep it on when my parents come. Well, I guess I don't have to, but to be safe, I do. And it's been leaving a bit of a mark on my face. I have the funniest little tan. I don't know if you guys can see it now. Right across my nose. Well, you can't see it. Haha. You'll never, well, I guess I told you. I was gonna say, you never know. Well, you never know if I didn't tell you, I guess. And the wrong lighting, it's definitely there. I got like a farmer tan on my face. Is that a regular, is that a normal saying, by the way? Like, I've been saying farmer tan, you know, like my whole life when it comes to, well, I'll give you an example. I'll show you my arm. That, like tan to like pasty white, farmer tan. That isn't even that bad. I think it's the lighting. I thank the warm lighting. But yeah, is that a normal saying? I feel like it isn't. I've never heard anyone else say farmer tan. Maybe it is. All right. So I'll just back the camera up a bit. You guys can let me know if this looks like a giraffe yet or not. I think it does. And actually, I'm gonna stand up now and well, actually, I'm gonna read these comments first because I did just ask a question. Uh, yes, and when you start driving a lot, just your window side. Oh, just your window side arm tans. I actually know exactly what you're talking about. That I think that's exactly what people. Well, I guess that's what my mom meant when she said farmer tan. I just have never heard it before. All right, I see where I need to add a bit of darkness, a little bit of shadows. My mind is all over the place today. Huh. I guess I haven't had the chance to really talk to a whole lot of people, so when I did, I just kind of unloaded my mind onto you guys. Sorry about that. Ah, you'll live. I feel like I'm really weird during these live feeds. Like I can't tell until I rewatch some of them. I am not normal. You guys are, I'm not the weird ones. You guys are weird for watching me. I'm just kidding. Don't, maybe I shouldn't say stuff like that. Please don't stop watching my channel. I appreciate all of you. You and that was a statement that ended his career. You guys are weird. Nah. All right. Oh yeah. I was thinking about this recently. When I rewatch my videos, my voice sounds really tinny. It sounds like I was talking through like a DS. I don't know if anyone here had them or their kids had like a Nintendo DS and they could record with it. And it sounded like it was recorded on like a a Microsoft Potato with like a I don't know why I said Microsoft. It's just the first computer brand that came to my mind, like a potato with a wire hanging out of it, and they recorded with that. I don't know if it's like that for you guys, but it's definitely like that for me when I rewatch it. Maybe it's my headphones. It doesn't change or it doesn't transfer the information over properly. That would make sense. Because when I ask during the live feed, everyone is basically fine with it. They don't hear the problem, and I thought it was just me, but I guess not. Oh, and right now what I'm doing is adding a bit of highlights over his eye to create more of an eyelid, because I uh, did not add one of those, and I feel like I probably should. And I added too much eyelid there, so why did I do that? I think I forgot the width of my brush somehow. Huh, there. That feels like it's better. I'm gonna add a bit of white on top. This is all of this is just temporary. Well, not temporary, but it will be covered with highlights soon. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is add a bit more, well, when I say a bit more, I'm exaggerating. I'm gonna add a whole lot more white here. Usually when I exaggerate, I don't do it the opposite way, but in this case, I did. Yeah, I'm gonna add a bit more white to my palette and make a light baby blue color, lighter baby blue color. Can't see what you guys can't see what I'm doing, but my paints and everything are like strawn. What's it called? Strawn about, not even close to each other. Yeah, let's see if this color looks anything like I want it to. Yeah, that feels like it's probably good enough. All right, let's see. What are you guys talking about? Hmm. Did you ever think that maybe we think it's just you as well? Oh, I see. Well, it is probably just me. I see what you I see what you were meaning. I was a little bit confused at first, like always. Uh, yeah, you guys could probably hear it click in my brain. A lot of stuff works like that. Where I don't get it at first, and then it kind of clicks, audibly clicks for everyone to hear. Like you hear like a little, what was that? Sound of obnoxious realization. Yeah, and I make sure to let everyone know that I get it by going, "Oh, I get it," like a cartoon character. I'm sure you guys don't mind it. You'll live. You'll be fine. I sound like how do I can't make that comparison because it might be taken out of context and seen as offensive. I sound like like a teacher after you really hurt yourself, like like you fall off of the jungle gym. The teacher's like, "Oh, you'll live. You'll be fine." Maybe that's just me. I don't think my teachers like me very much. Yeah, maybe that's more of like a my family thing. I don't really remember my teachers doing that as much as I do my family. Ah, it's fine. I did live, kind of. I only lost a finger. Well, well, not lost. I actually, I'll tell you guys about how I messed up my finger. Now I have this. It looks like like how you got the wrinkles in your finger. It just looks like it runs all the way across my finger now. So I was trying to clean off that palette over there with a little pocket knife. I already That's a bad idea, but I thought the lock would hold. It was like 11:30 at night. So when I was doing it, I was trying to be sneaky about it too, because I was like, I gotta get this done. But also, I don't want to get in trouble. That didn't work out. So, so I was scraping it off, like, trying to anyway. And the lock failed. So I think it was because I was squeezing it too hard because the lock was on the back. Either way, the lock failed and it snapped shut on my finger. And at first it didn't hurt. All I thought was like, oh no, that's not good. Because like when I looked at it and I bent my finger to see if it was okay, I literally, and I'm not exaggerating, I literally saw my bone. Um, Not exactly what I wanted to see at 11:30 at night, and I'm pretty sure it's not exactly what my parents wanted to hear when they're all trying to get to sleep. All right, well, they probably not asleep, probably just like watching watching a show upstairs. But either way, they were not happy. They were not pleased when I was like, Mom, Dad, I did something dumb. And in the meantime, I was in like a lot of shock, so I actually fainted. Like, and it's not like how I thought it would be. I never fainted before like that. Well, I guess technically I didn't, but if for those who haven't fainted, I don't know, that's probably not a majority of people because apparently it's very common. I've never had it happen. Um, but basically, like my ears started ringing like really loud, and like I was panicking because like it wasn't even that deep of a cut. Like it wasn't that serious, but I was panicking, and then my ears started ringing really loud, and I I didn't know what was happening. Then I kind of just like felt like really dizzy, and I fell over onto the wall, and just kind of sat there, and I heard everything, but like I couldn't move. I was a I was a big baby about that. Either way, I was completely fine. I felt a little sick after, but that's because I was in shock. Then the next day we went and got stitches. I got two stitches and he glued the rest of it, but the glue didn't last long. It just kind of came off. And that's how I went through $300 worth of band-aids. Yeah, I've made it a problem at my house going through band-aids. That was not what I thought was going to happen. I apparently am a very sweaty child because I like play catch and stuff with my siblings and when I went to school with my friends. So I basically sweat all of my band-aids off. We already went through two boxes. Like they literally just fell off and I couldn't stick them back on because the adhesive was already like, I don't know, gross. That's not, yeah, that's the best term to describe it. It was gross. But now that my finger is mostly healed, I don't think I need band-aids anymore, which is nice. But yeah, that's my story. That's also why I didn't do a live feed for those who weren't here. That's my excuse. That's the reason I cut my finger was because I didn't want to do the live feed and I needed an excuse. Nah, yeah. It was not pleasant, but I'm glad I can do that now. I can actually bend my finger when I paint. Never thought I'd see my bone before, but I totally did. It looked gross, as to be expected. Looked like a chicken bone a little bit. Here, let me describe in great detail what my finger. No, just kidding. Yeah, like the live feed hasn't been gross enough. I thought the one that I did with the hot sauce, where I was like sneezing, like coughing, fart, like, I don't know. I thought that one was gross. I do know. I just didn't want to explain further because it's bad. I thought that live feed was gross, but you know, there's always time to change that. I do believe I changed it today. Ha 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 ha. Now you guys had to listen to my gross story. Hello, everyone. Let's see. That was a fun video to watch, Steven. Yeah. Well, I hope you liked it while it existed. Yeah, I had to delete it off of the internet Not only did the painting not turn out good at all, hold on, I think I still have it. I'll be right back. But it was just gross to watch. I rewatched it and like I was sneezing, I was drooling. Oh, by the way, for those who don't know, the reason I was sneezing, drooling, and coughing was because I was eating the world's hottest noodles, like literally the hottest noodles in the world. And then I put the world's hottest pepper on top of those noodles. And I tried to narrate like I am now after doing that. Not a good idea. I would not recommend it. Not like anyone here is going to try that because you're normal and I'm not. Yeah, well, it wasn't pleasant, but I'm glad. I'm glad that someone enjoyed it. I definitely didn't. Well, I enjoyed talking to you guys. It helped distract me from the pain. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea. That's gonna go down in Stephen Draw's history. If I do, or I think I will. I hope I do. Continue with YouTube. I might repost that video. I might repost both of my bad videos. I also did a really bad first video where I was like, "Hi guys, it's Steven here. Welcome to my video." And then I like drew a really crappy drawing. Well, I guess I probably shouldn't say that, but I drew a really bad drawing. And I was like, "So guys, if you want to buy these drawings," I tried to like sell people my bad art. Well, it's not as bad now. It just has fingerprints all over it. Yeah, it was not good. I'm probably not going to repost that one. I was trying to start a business and my advertising was lacking. All right, so I feel like it's turning out all right. I did. Oh yeah, I recently posted a photo. I think that's why I'm getting a bunch of likes now on Instagram. Excuse me. I did post a video recently or a photo recently of a picture of a school or like like the smart owls with a little scholar's hat. What's it called? Graduation cap. I don't know. It's not like I'm gonna have to worry about that. I'm not graduate. No, I'm just uh yeah, it's well, like the owl with the little school person hat. And I drew that on her board. Originally, I thought it would be funny. This is probably not a good story for you two, but originally I gave it a rather suggestive t-shirt because it was an owl and I thought it'd be funny to like give it like I guess it's not that bad of a I'm not gonna say it just in case YouTube doesn't want me to. It wasn't suggestive like it was wearing a bra or anything, but because it was an owl and there's an owl themed restaurant where their employees wear uniforms they can't wear in the winter, I thought it would be funny to do that. Not only was that in a preschooler's classroom, I thought they were gonna wipe it off because it was Friday. I didn't do it in front of a bunch of kids. That would be awesome. No, I didn't have the opportunity to do that. No, but I figured there might have been the possibility that they wouldn't have erased it. So I decided that I probably shouldn't leave that there. I posted the picture. You can still see a bit of the shirt. I forgot to erase the collar of the shirt. So, if you guys check out my Instagram, that's it. That's a pretty cool segue, by the way. Just so you guys know, that segue was pretty awesome. No, if you guys want to check out my Instagram after this, it's Steven Draws with all together. Steven Draws. Well, no, it's not all together. It's my name. Draws with a Z, and I posted the picture. And it was a really realistic owl head with like a cartoon owl body. I thought it was kind of funny. It was weird, but I'm sure you guys will like it because you guys watch me and I am weird. Hopefully my voice actually goes through when I publish this video later and it doesn't sound super tinny, but if it does, no, ooh, excuse me. I don't know what I ate. Every time, every live feed. I should have like a playlist of me saying I don't know what I ate after like a rude belch in the middle of my sentence. I guess it wasn't a belch. Oh, I'll have to try harder. And what do I have to do? Oh, I have to fix the eyelashes. They need to be a different color. Then the eye, because the eye looks like it's part of the eyelashes. I'll just brighten up the eye a bit. I forgot what I was talking about. That's all right. It's probably not important. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Hmm. Is the giraffe blue because it's so cold in Canada in the winter? I'm sure if we brought giraffes in Canada and didn't have them in like heated zoos, I'm sure they wouldn't not turn blue. No, I chose blue because that's how much, that's the most colored paint I have. Everything else I have like little tubes, but they're mostly empty, like this brown one here is a bad example. Never mind, it's full. I was gonna like squirt it, or not squirt it, but show you guys it's empty by squeezing the bottle. That would have shot paint. Yeah, most of my paints are empty, so I chose blue because that's what I have most of. I think this is turning out pretty all right, but that's mostly because I already did this painting and all I'm doing is adding color. What I'm gonna do now is hopefully if my mom is watching my live feed, she can hear this. I'm sorry, Mom, to bother you. If you're watching this, would it be all right if you brought me down a cup of water, like a little glass of water? I just don't want my paintbrushes drying out. Oh, I can hear walking. I think she might. Yeah, that's right, guys. I ask my mom questions in the middle of a live feed in front of everyone. Yes. Huh. Thank you, Mom. I knew you were probably watching. Huh. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. We just recently watched Monsters Inc. There's a lot of like hidden jokes in that. I like that movie a lot, by the way. Like that's like one of my favorite movies. Probably because I'm like still a child. It's a good movie. In my opinion. I think it's a good movie. I've been rewatching a lot of old movies actually that I used to really like. Well, we watched Finding Nemo recently as well. I forgot completely that Ellen played Dory. That was weird. I was like, I know that voice, and it was messing with my brain, my little, my little child brain. I was like, who is that? But it didn't take long for me to figure it out. That's weird. I guess Ellen, one of Ellen's only acting jobs that I know of is playing a fish. Huh. What should I do next? Probably make the eyelashes the same color because on that side it's completely different from this side. You guys probably can't really see that, but that's because my camera isn't great. All right, let's see what you guys are talking about. I'm getting a few new comments. Hey, who hit the thumbs down? This is great. That's all right. I completely respect everyone's opinion, but if you hit the thumbs down button, no, I'm kidding. Yeah, that's right. Threaten your followers. No, it's completely fine. Everyone here is so supportive. The one person who doesn't like my stuff is it doesn't matter. Ugh, I am kind of tired. I didn't even have a big day either. Like my brother and my dad, they had big days. Like they went to Saskatchewan and picked up shelves and they had like this whole I think this is gonna be in a video. I just sat at home and literally did nothing but like draw and play like a game with my sister. Yeah, that's about it. I blame the weekend. I'm never fully up on the weekends. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I can never really wake all the way up. Hmm. I think I'll use a different dark blue here because the one I was using before is does not match the shades of blue that I have now. And what I'm doing now is just adding a tiny bit of darker. Oh, I just wrecked my marker. Hey, that rhymed again. Yeah, no, I got wet paint in my marker, so now I'm gonna have to wash that off. Let's see. Believe it or not, a thumbs down isn't bad. It counts as interaction to the channel. I didn't know that. I thought that if you got enough thumbs down that YouTube would stop recommending it, but actually that makes sense. Any interaction is, I guess, all press is good press. Wait, all news is good? No, I don't remember the saying. I tried to sound witty and I ended up sounding stupid. Hmm. Oh, I'm blocking the light with my funky shaped head. All right. Yeah, this is turning out pretty good, I think. Eventually, I'm just gonna do a little bit of extra work on this, just to, clean it up. I think what I'm gonna do is go and do the background in a part two. Hopefully, I'll get it in a part two. My battery is dying, so I'm gonna have to. I'll grab the charger now. It'll just be in a more awkward position. When it hits 10%, I'll plug it in. It gives me a little notification. I'm pretty sure most phones do that. It's like, hey, your phone is dying. Quit neglecting me. And then I'm like, no. Yeah, that phone. I can watch the percentage go down. I'm pretty sure my voice is cutting out right now. Hopefully it isn't. Usually it doesn't, but I'm on a Bluetooth headphones that aren't supposed to be that far away from the phone. All right, I'll just get it ready. Maybe I'll clamp my phone. Oh, I guess I'll just have to hold it. Unless I can reach the cord here. I can. Let me plug it in. This is a bigger struggle than it needed to be. Then I guess I can just move this back here, like so. I guess this puts me at a weird angle. Yeah, not necessarily the greatest lighting. Uh, that's better. All right, I'm gonna read your guys' comments. I feel like I should probably have some kind of interaction with you guys. Loving this painting. Well, I'm glad you do. There is no other option, none. I am a bit of a what's a word that isn't offensive? I'm just trying to choose my words very carefully because going to high school, everyone there gets offended by everything. Maybe I should just stop stop saying offensive stuff. That might be the fix. Right or wrong, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. However, a thumbs up is always the right choice. Oh, I I'm glad you think so. I don't know why I'm not laughing at your comment, by the way. I completely agree with you. I was laughing that the person who commented that said LOL after. Maybe I should have comment or context to when I just burst out laughing at like an inappropriate time. I am not good at being, you know, I'm not good at thinking. Me no good at thinking. All right, I am adding a bit of black here so I can get a bit of a darker gray color and add more shadows. Then after this, I have a very fine paintbrush that I'm going to use, that I'm going to use on my highlights here. I have a bit of trouble trying to formulate what I'm saying while I'm doing like four things at once. That's my excuse, by the way. Whenever I do that, I'm just going to use that as the excuse. Not like I'm just always distracted. No, it's just because I'm not a great multitasker. I guess, yeah, I guess when I do live feeds like this, I am multitasking. I don't really stop before I talk. I don't stop painting. I keep going. Maybe I'm helping my multitasking skills. Maybe I'm making myself seem weird. Most of my interactions, I'm doing something at the same time, so their impression of me is my multitasking self, which is weird. Their impression of me is always going to be weird. Everyone's impression of me is probably weird, which is good because that means they'll remember me. I promise, if I ever meet any of you in person, I am going to be weirder than I am on my live feeds. I censor myself here because I don't have a choice. But in real life, I can make anyone as uncomfortable as possible and I won't even know it. Well, I mean, I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. But it doesn't mean it won't happen. This is looking pretty good, I think. Let's see. I'm wondering what the giraffe is so concerned about. I've heard that comment before, not specifically, but he does look like he's got like an "Are you kidding me?" expression, or that's what they said, and I agree. My what I was gonna say is like all giraffes look like they're confused. All giraffes look like they're watching. All the giraffes have like an angry mom face, like you're doing something you know you're not supposed to, and then like your mom like looks over. Oh, maybe I shouldn't call my mom a giraffe. No, I'm sure she's not gonna be happy about that. You know, like the kind of look, like the side eye. Hmm. I guess it's also like his little frowny mouth. They don't seem to have very happy little giraffe mouths. No, they have frowny little giraffe mouths. Hmm. Maybe I should do a painting where the giraffe has their tongue out, because like everyone or most people know that their tongues are black. So I'm sure I could do something interesting with that, along with like its tongue being black, and people won't be like, "What? Why do you draw the tongue like that?" Because I did something similar. I drew a shark for one of my first videos, but when they're swimming, their gills aren't super visible, especially when they're not trying to have a lot of oxygen or there's too much oxygen in the water. So I didn't draw the gills super visible, and everyone was like, "Where are the gills? Where are the gills?" And I was like, "I don't know. That's not really known knowledge. I probably should have drawn the gills." Well, too bad. I didn't want it. I guess no. There's no way I thought about that. I was like, "What did I remember to draw the gills? Oh no, it's already up." That's my excuse. High oxygen in the water. No, I totally just forgot to draw the gills and I came up with a crappy excuse. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna back up and take a look at this from a different angle. I do this quite a lot when I'm drawing, especially because I have this thing. I think I got it from my dad. Maybe it's hereditary. I can't stop moving. Like when my dad's on the hammock, he's like always swinging his leg or something, or he's always doing something at the same time as like doing other things. I think I've inherited that a little bit. Like not to the crazy extent that he has. No, I'm just kidding. Not gonna make fun of my dad too much on my channel. He probably won't be happy. Although I doubt he's watching it right now. I'm sure he'll see it later. Ugh. I am so I don't know why. Maybe I'm probably making it all of you guys yawn at home. Haha. I made hopefully at least one person here yawn. Here, look at me. It helps when you look at me. I'm mean. I, I just pick on people for no reason, don't I? Hmm. I think it's because I I play it off like I'm such a stinker, but really I'm just like just bullying people. Oh, it's not funny. Yeah. I'll like push. No, I don't actually do this. Like an example of like okay, an exaggerated example would be like pushing someone over and be like, "Oops, I'm such a stinker." uh, I do that. I do that to my sister. She'll like, yeah, today actually she hit me with her shoe. Then I threw her on the couch. It's kind of like a playful reminder not to disturb the dictatorship I have set. I am the dictator with my siblings. That's a weird exaggeration. I don't know. My mind went so off track that I basically called myself a sibling dictator. Oh, that's not normal, is it? Let's see. My older relatives would say that you don't need to wait. You don't let any grass grow under you. Oh, I see. I read that in a weird way, so it didn't make sense in my little head. What it, Stephen, your dad finds it hard to relax. He's just too driven. I agree. He does not stop. I guess it's normal for people to want to do stuff all the time. I don't blame him. I guess it helps him get a lot of stuff done, you know. I guess. Doing stuff probably helps you do stuff. Who would have thought? I need more white. Right now, what I'm gonna do, hold on, I need to get rid of that dark spot on his eye. Yeah, that feels like it got rid of a bit of the intensity, a little bit of the murder in his eyes. Angry little murderous looking giraffe. Ah. Oh. At least my phone is charging so you guys can listen to me say random stuff for longer. All right, I have the weirdest. Hold on. I'm holding it with my teeth. I'm trying to get to the white paint, but I had to walk all the way around because none of my stuff is placed conveniently. None of my stuff is placed in somewhere I can actually get it. All right, that's a good amount. Oh, I think I was supposed to make pizza today. I didn't do that. Hmm. Oh, we had better food anyway. My mom made chicken things. That's what we call when you go to Costco and they have those like stuffed, was it cheese stuffed with ham and like other stuff inside like a chicken breast and then it's like breaded. We call those chicken things. I didn't describe that very well. Ugh, you'll just have to imagine that you'll just have to imagine it if you don't already know what it is. I guess that's kind of how imagining works. All right, I'm just going to very lightly add highlights. And I'm being very gentle or very careful with this because I worked all that time making all the colors in there until the point where I was happy. I would hate to have to redo it. I would genuinely be sad if I had to redo that. You know what I've never seen? Like, this is just like a bit of a stereotype, but like, when people who play video games might get mad and like, hit something. I've never seen like an artist, I've never seen an artist be like, "Ugh," and then like punch a hole in their thing in their painting. They just like calmly correct it. Or I guess most artists probably don't. I mean, I guess if you're like having a really stressful day, some people might like scribble over their art. I do that sometimes, but like, you think anyone like full on like video gamer rages and like punches a hole in their painting? That would be kind of funny. I know that's not something I should laugh at, but like the thought of like someone like, you know, stereotypical artist with like the little beret and his palette and his little all of his painting gear and him just getting mad and like punching. I don't know. That's such a weird thought. Why would I have that thought? What does that even mean? Why would I talk about that? Oh, I'm going crazy, and it's all because of you, guys. It's probably mostly because of me, but the blame isn't completely off of you. Hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'm actually like quiet in person. I only talk on like live feeds and like occasionally at home. Never talk at school unless it's to my friends. Oh, or to my teacher. Maybe I just get along with adults better. Yeah, I guess I have, unless my teacher's mean. But I don't think I had a single like rude teacher this entire year. Everyone was super polite and kind, like the entire time. Except for this one teacher that got like offended by everything, but he wasn't mad at me. He was just mad at the world. Yeah, he was just mad at anything that didn't make him happy. Hmm. I keep thinking like topics of conversation while I talk. Most of them I probably am not able to talk about. Like I was thinking like, oh, I can't say anything offensive on the internet and I'll get in trouble, Well, just don't listen to me if you're offended by my horrible jokes. Probably, yeah, most of my jokes are offensive. I have to censor myself. That's why there's so much of a pause when I say stuff. I'm like, can I say that? Probably not. Can I say that? No. How can I say it? No. My brain has like my left side and my right side of my brain are constantly battling. My left side just wants to be free and be like the the worst person ever. No, not the worst person ever, just like the worst socially accepted person. Like loud and weird. And then my right brain is like, no, stop it. I know that's not how your brain works. You know what I mean. Usually when I hear walking, I just assume it's someone coming downstairs, or I mean coming down here. But this time, it actually wasn't. That's why I paused. When you're in the when you're in the basement, or when I am in the basement where this is being recorded right now, you can hear every like step that someone makes. Great. It's great for like, hearing if someone's here, hearing if someone wants to call me. You can hear them walking. Also, it's great to be like, oh shoot, my mom's walking down the stairs and I should be in bed. I'm just kidding, mom. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, I can hear like every little creak. I had a friend over like I don't know, maybe 2, 3 years ago. We had a what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, he stayed the night and he could like hear literally everything in the basement. We put him on our weird couch futon when we still had it. It was the least comfortable thing ever. I was just sitting in my room while he sat on like the worst, the least comfortable bed ever. Yeah, that was funny. Sucks to be you. Yeah, I think he might actually still be watching this. Karen, if you remember this, I feel I feel no remorse. I had to sleep on that futon like once. It was the worst sleep of my life. And that's why we put him on there. No, just kidding. That's the only bed we had. Creakiest, like oldest, like I don't know. I feel like futons are like the least comfortable thing after say give it 5 years. You get like a new folding couch, first night, it's like the greatest thing ever. I remember when that when the futon was comfortable. We had it upstairs. And like everyone used to lay on it. Like I was littler. I think I was like 9, so I was pretty small. Um, yeah, and everyone used to lay on it. We used to watch movies. Before we got rid of it, that thing had so many springs sticking out of it that it basically was a bed of nails. Like it might as well has been. I could probably lay on a bed of nails now and just like get through it because of how I slept on that bed. Ugh, futons are, I don't know. I don't know. Does anyone actually really like futons like after the first couple of years? Because you must be insane. You may you basically would have a more comfortable sleeping on the floor. And I've actually done that. I've actually slept on the floor to avoid sleeping on that thing. Only once, but I still did it. Yeah. I just started ranting about futons randomly. What is wrong with me? I don't know. And you guys definitely probably don't know either. Unless there's a psychiatrist in here. That's, and I'm your target demographic. That would be funny. That's a weird thought for me to have. All of my thoughts are weird. Never mind. Like, I don't think I have normal thoughts. That's fine. It makes me more colorful. Like, literally because I get paint all over myself. Like the second I think of something and I paint it, then I get paint all over myself. So My weird thoughts literally make me more colorful. Giraffes have bags under their eyes like they haven't slept in days and they're just running on Red Bull. It wouldn't surprise me. They're like, actually, that's not necessarily true. They're like pretty calm animals, or as far as I can tell. All right, I'm gonna read what you guys are talking about. It has a plastic wrapping. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, your futon still has the plastic wrapping on it. I see. Yeah, they are. I'm, I'm not gonna be rude and say like I'm glad. No, I'm totally glad it's gone. That couch sucked. Actually, when my grandpa used to stay with us, we made him sleep on the futon. I'm sorry, Grandpa. I didn't realize what we were putting you through. Yeah, that was weird. That was a weird bed. Whoever came up with that is like a genius, but at the same time also probably evil. I'm still ranting about futons. What? I read the comment and I was like, futon, bad. Talk more about it. What's wrong with me? Ugh, probably a lot of stuff. All right, I'm just stepping back to look at it again. This is looking pretty all right, you know? Doesn't look terrible. I could get away with selling this, you know, without me like them sending it back on eBay and being like, he scammed me. That hasn't happened yet, but I do imagine it might, or it could. Yeah, maybe I should do all my live feeds like this. I'll just have like a crappy unfinished painting that I did and try to fix it. This doesn't look so bad. It's fine. What I'm gonna do now is actually finish the eyelids. Or yeah, the eyelids and the eyelashes. I probably should have done that before, but I am what some people would call lazy. Yeah, just gonna add a thicker bit of eyelashes here. And the color doesn't match yet, but that's because I didn't choose the right color. I'll have to fix that. Hopefully when it dries, it'll look a little bit better. He still looks mad. All giraffes kind of look mad. I hear that. I feel so bad I have stuff to mail. Oh wait, I think I missed something. I got a sofa bed, nowhere near annoying as a futon. I got a pull out and a proper mattress. That you're lucky. You chose wisely. You got like an actual mattress. Uh, yeah, we got like typical futon. Just I'm still ranting about futons. All right, I need to stop. I need to take a step back and reevaluate what I'm fighting for. Or fighting about, not fighting for. I'm not fighting for futons. Fighting against futons. I must have something really, really against futons. I don't know why I'm so against them. I got problems. Uh, oh, I am. I'm neglecting this piece. This part right here, completely unfinished, does not look great. I should probably finish it. Nah, I'm just gonna let it sit there in its unfinishedness. I'm gonna grab this flat brush here. I have a whole arsenal of brushes, and I've only been using like the one this whole time. Ugh, yawning again. I do. Okay, this is gonna sound mean, but I do hope I'm making some of you yawn. Because if I just yawn for no reason, and I've been making myself yawn this whole time for no reason, it would be without a purpose. That's not a word. Twould it would be without a purpose. Twould no. Twas is no. Twould can't be. It would. It would. It, oh, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm really get like as the live feed progresses, I get weirder and weirder. Maybe that's why I have like a 1 minute or not 1 minute, an hour long cap on my live feeds. Like Any longer than this, and I get like way too weird for YouTube. I just ignore my little right brain trying to censor me. What do you think of that? All right, I'm gonna back up and take another look at it. I think the highlights are pretty good. You know, it's not too bad. Oh no, I just realized something. The paint I'm using is semi-gloss. Oh, I'm gonna have to repaint the whole background. I mean, I was planning on doing that anyway, but like, I just made the background of my painting shiny. None of it, like right up here, that's shiny. Well, you guys can't really see it because it's on my camera. Yeah, I made it shiny. Oh, that's so annoying. Whatever, I'm still gonna use it. Who's gonna stop me? Not myself, apparently. Yeah, I'm pretty bad at stopping myself when I'm doing something. Like, even when it comes to eating, I make it a challenge to like finish the whole thing. That's a really unhealthy habit. I should probably stop that, but like, if I have a bag of chips, I'm like, nah, it's mostly done. Then I eat the whole thing like a monster. Yeah, family size bag, more like, uh, yeah, no, family size bag. This will feed the family of tapeworms in my stomach, the family of ulcers. Oh, no, I don't know what's up with me today, but definitely something. I'm gonna distract myself from saying anything weirder by reading your guys' comments. Let's see if you guys are as weirded out as I am by myself. Let's see. Those bags are mostly air chips. Yeah, I mean, okay, my absolute favorite chip ever is a lot of people hate them. I don't know why. I think they must be like crazy or something. Doritos Dynamite, you know those little rolls, and they're kind of like lemony, but they're really spicy after a couple of them. Those, those are my favorite. I cannot. They're basically Takis. It's Doritos rip off of Takis, but they're better. And I mean, in my opinion, I I can sit down and demolish a bag of those in under 10 minutes. I have no apologies, no second thoughts. They do not stand a chance in my house. In fact, I bought one yesterday. I bought a bag yesterday for me and my dad before I found out that I had to be quarantined. Because I was supposed to go to Saskatchewan with with my brother, and I was bringing it for the road for me and my dad, and instead I ate the entire bag in what's wrong with me in 10 minutes before lunch. Yeah, maybe it just comes to like specifically that type of chip. It's not super filling. I think that's my favorite part about it, and that's about it. Did I eat the whole bag? Like, like just full fisting the chips, like whole handfuls at a time? Yeah. Yes, I did. All right, I am almost done. My phone manages to die while it's plugged in. I don't know how, but it does it anyway. All right, I'm gonna read that comment. Your guys' comments. Oh, shoot. This is falling. I gotta the back the back the back is falling out because it's missing a screw where it would be supported. So I have it propped up against the door frame. So my messy-ish freezer room. It's not that bad. My mom just took care of the mess in there that I made. No, it wasn't that bad, but she definitely helped quite a lot. I was gonna be like, I totally cleaned it, but I don't want to take credit of like the while my mom's watching. If she wasn't watching, I would like totally take credit. No. And she just not probably not be happy. It's not like anyone cares, but I still feel like it would. Yeah, cleaning plagiarism. Well, that's just mostly just false claim. Plagiarism is where you copy someone. I didn't copy anyone. I just blatantly stole. Hmm. All right, so I think I see exactly what I need to do. That being filling in this area here, making his head look less like a rectangle. Nah, probably not. It's good enough. Nah, it's fine. Just gotta round his eye off a bit more. I was thinking like almond shape. That's a human eye. That I don't think that's a human. I mean, I might be able to pass it off as a human. I got. Yeah, I have a special ability to draw something that basically could be anything because there's no way of telling exactly what it is. Actually, before I was quarantined, so last week, I found a way to draw with my scientific calculator. So I just was like putting in I was using the alpha button and then like doing a bunch of dots and minuses and stuff. And I drew a parrot. Not only did it look so bad, my teacher, who like criticizes art, I think she might be an artist, but she mostly criticizes it. And but like she does it like not like criticizing like, ew, look at that. No, she knows what she's talking about. She's like the brush strokes here and like yeah. She didn't know what it was at all. She was like, "What is that?" And well, first of all, I didn't even know that was possible because she like identified the theme of, like when they do those abstract, sculptures in the middle of a city where it's like, huh, it's a circle, and then like its name will be like, the egg. No, no, that's too forward. It's not even like that. It'll be like a circle. Then in its description, it'll be like, this is a depiction of my child. Like, it's a it's a circle. Huh. Yeah, no, she properly identified that. By the way, there's like a sculpture outside or the one I'm talking about is a sculpture outside our school. It's literally a circle with a notch in it and a bit sticking out. And she was like, that looks like a seed. And she was right. But she couldn't identify what the the thing I spent like an hour on. Like for the life of her. What is that? Huh. I don't know. Just my hard work. No. That doesn't look like it's drying. I probably shouldn't have done that, but it is dry. It's just glossy. What is that glossy too? Do I have glossy acrylic paint? It doesn't say it's going to be glossy. What? That's so annoying. Maybe it's just not fully dry. If it's a glossy paint, I might cry. Not actually gonna, guys, I'm not actually gonna cry. I'm just gonna try not to. Uh, that's that's annoying. I probably shouldn't, probably shouldn't do that. I'm just gonna add a bit of blue here. That feels like it's almost an eye. If you squint, it almost looks like it. If you keep, if you squint really hard, like as hard as you basically, yeah, just close your eyes. It's imagine an eye. That's right. It looks just like an eye if you squint really hard to the point where you're closing your eyes. I took that too far. All right, whoop. That's gonna suck cleaning up. Whatever. Just gonna add a little bit of a dark rounded bit at the end of his eye. Looks a little bit like he's gonna eat someone. Like this giraffe looks like he might be a cannibal. I don't know. It looks so mad. I didn't even realize it. Like at first when I heard someone say it, or when I read someone saying like, he looks like he's saying, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, oh, I kind of see it. And then I looked at his angry little giraffe mouth, and I knew exactly what they meant. I'm gonna back up and look at it. Hmm. You know what? That's all right. That's pretty good. I think I'll make this giraffe a two-parter because I am what some people might call really tired. And I'm gonna just flip the camera around, and in the meantime, you guys can see my beautiful face. Yeah. Ta-da! Now it's blue. Let's see. What are you guys saying? I'm scrolling through your guys' comments now. Steak stew with beef sausages and puff pastry pie. Oh, I see. You guys are. I didn't understand why you guys were talking about food and like that sounds delicious because I was trying to think of what I said. I can hardly remember like what I say. I see. So you guys were talking about food while I was being weird. That's good. It was, it was distracting you from my weirdness. We did the marigold rice for the feast. Oh, you guys are. I see. Snacks with Steven. I tried that once. I tried doing one of those. I actually tried to make a flatbread cookie and then draw with icing. Did not go well. It did not. If I'm being honest, it might have been like my worst video ever. Like even worse than the one where I did like I was just too afraid to actually talk and then I tried to get people to buy my drawing. It might have been worse than that. Not only did the cookie immediately crumble, the icing I made was basically only icing sugar. It it dried and then it cracked. It looked like a you know the deserts in like Rango. Oh, okay. The desert in Rango had like more moist surface than that cookie did. It dried up into like a shriveled, sad little cookie. It was good. Like I still ate all of it, but it wasn't. It didn't taste very, or it didn't look very good. I tried doing that. Snacks with Steven. That's a good name. Hmm. All right, so I think this is where I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to have a poll after this. I'm debating whether the background should be like a try like kind of okay. Rethink what you're saying. A faded background of like maybe African buildings, like a traditional African village, because giraffes they happen to be there in Africa. And I think it would be cool if I made them like colored, but like faded in the background, so it's still like a vivid um, giraffe in the front where they would usually be. Or I could put it in like a weird place. I was thinking I could also put it in like a city. Like the background could be like a bunch of tall buildings behind it. Not might not be as good. Not sure if you guys are or know what the vaporwave aesthetic is. It's basically a lot of purples and blues, and it's mostly silhouettes. But I kind of was thinking like along those lines, that would be pretty cool. Blue giraffe, blue cookies. Oh, I see. You guys are Draft heads are really bumpy and gnarly. They do look kind of bumpy and gnarly, don't they? I kind of made a smooth giraffe, cyberpunk or steampunk. I like that. Steampunk would be pretty cool. Cyberpunk is pretty cool as well. At first, I thought cyberpunk was like, hmm, oh shoot, I am buffering. That is annoying. Not sure if you guys can hear me right now, but I think I might. Oh, there we go. I'm back. Okay, so I'm gonna turn my camera around. All right, let's see. My dad tried all kinds of exotic food: camel, rattlesnake, sardines. I'm not, I'm not that adventurous. He ate camel? Huh. I mean, I'm trying to think of what that would taste like. Probably really, really gamey and like dry meat is how I would imagine it because they're like skinny. They don't have that much meat on them unless you like eat the humps. That might be weird. Ugh. Wonder if you. I'm just trying to make you guys yawn at this point. All right, so this is going to be part one. Sorry to have to wrap it up on you guys after 90 minutes, or well, I guess 84 minutes, basically 90 minutes. Um, so yeah, this is what we have. Our beautiful specimen of a giraffe. only might slightly eat humans. Maybe he like lets them live, but he eats their like just a little part of him. I don't know. He looks pretty mad. I might have to fix that in part two. So I'll post a poll. I'll have let's say like three kind of ideas that I settle on for the background. You guys can vote, and I'll pick which one gets the most votes. Thank you guys all very much for joining me, and until next time, which should be very soon. Bye.